Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, hope you're all well. It's Monday, so that means it's time for the Titanic build from Hatchet issue 30. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, smash that subscribe button, press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos, and please give it a big like just so you can get the algorithm going basically and get me name about and grow the channel basically so I can bring more top content for you guys who are subscribed and for you people who are new to the channel. But without further ado guys, let's crack on with the Titanic build from Hatchet issue 30. Okay then guys, so we'll do what we usually do at the start of these Titanic builds. We'll undo it. I've not undone it as yet because I like to undo it straight on the channel with you first to see what there is along with you guys. So let's crack on. Stop talking there now because obviously the rustling, you ain't going to hear me. Right, okay, so what we'll do, we'll keep us in suspense, we'll have a look at that in a sec. And we'll take a look through this week's mag. Issue 30, guys. I look forward to this every week. I love this build. I really do love it. Right, so coming in issue 31 next week, we're basically fitting steam pipes around the first engine. Right, you've got your usual good content here through the mag. Again, I say every week, it's a good read if you want to read it between issues or through the month till you get your next 4 issues. But yeah, you've got all top content here guys about what's going on the Titanic and stuff like that, going really deep into who was on the Titanic and the history of the Titanic and people who were on it, etc. But yeah, without further ado guys, you can see I'm eager to get this build done. I love building this build. I just can't wait to do this build every week. I hope you feel the same of watching it. So this week then we've got base of the second engine. That's what we're building this week. So yeah, we'll undo this and see what we got. You can see guys, these are the boxes the parts come into. Packed very well. And we've got this like tissue paper, crate paper around the parts, which keeps them protected, don't get them scratched, etc. It's a magnificent build this is guys. I keep saying I really do enjoy building it. I am enjoying building it. Can't wait to see the finished result, which is a few years away yet. Right, so let's see what we've got here. Yeah, and I do like leaving this till I do the video and then I can show you exactly what I'm getting, and I see it first, the same as you see it basically. Just a nice little feeling knowing that you're watching it, me opening it at the same time. Okay, right, so let's take a look what we've got. Right, we've got 30A, base of the engine. Now this is metal. Don't know if you can hear that on the table. Yeah, this is hard metal steel. And then we've got 3B, which is plastic. This is the catwalk. There we go. And then we've got 3C, which are the exhaust valves. Now these, I remember these in one of the issues a few issues ago when we was doing the exhaust valves. These are cool detail, but they are very delicate guys. If you're doing this build, just be very careful when you attach them, because these little parts here are easy to break. Then we've got 3D end plate, which is in this plastic bag here with these, with the exhaust valves. I'm not going to take them out as yet guys, because I might end up losing them, so we'll take them out when we get building in a sec. And then you've got FM, EM, That's 5mm PM screws and 5 4mm screws. So there we have the FM and EM screws. Right, so I'm going to put these to one side and put the parts at the top of your screen, and then we're going to crack on with this issue 30 of the Titanic. Right, okay, so instruction 1, take the engine assembly from issue 29, which was last week, which we've got that here ready. Place that to one side. It's asking us to take the catwalk, which is 3B, and place it upside down. If you want to call that upside down, yeah, I would have thought that was right. That's upside down. Yeah, place that there like that. Fix the base to the engine assembly with 4 EM screws. Okay, so get these EM screws out. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Really appreciating all the views and all the subs I'm getting. You do make me keep going. Seriously, that's not being too deep, but you do make me keep doing these builds, and you keep me going through the week until it's time to do the next build. Right, so what we want to do is place that over like so. Like that. So I'm just looking, you've got these little raised pieces of metal there. There you go. That's got to go into that catwalk. They will only fit on one way. And as you can see, that's how they fit. I'm having to hold them, but when we put the screws in a minute, they'll be fine. I'm just checking we've put these the right way around. If you look at this little blue cog, make sure that's on your left, that way around. And then you've got the little ladders there. Now that's detail, guys, that is cool. And then what we want to do is get 4 EM screws, which we've got out already. Just load that up on this screwdriver. And then if you see the yellow circles there, that is where it wants the EM screws. I nearly said M&M then. M&M screws. Slim Shady, yeah, I ain't gonna sing, sorry. I always let myself down, though, I guys, singing. Bit of fun, just got a bit of fun. Especially in the climate we're in at the minute. What a nightmare. But I don't want to bring politics to this show, sorry. Do not want to get involved with that. We're here to build. That's the thing. Have you been watching Celebrity Jungle? Don't know if you're into that. It's on the UK. I would have thought it's over the world. Say no more. I'm not going to have an opinion on that or anything. But I'm watching it. Right, I'm going to get this Ferrari screwdriver because this is a nice screwdriver to use. I'm going to just tighten these EM screws up. That's it. That's that one done. Yeah, there's a few years left with this build, guys, but I just cannot wait until the finished result. It's going to be amazing. And I know I keep saying it, and I will get this makeshift studio done. It's going to take pride and place at the back of the desk. So when I do my opening scenes, the opening shot and the closing down, you're going to see it every day. That's if you're still with me, then I hope you will be. But yeah, it's about 2.5 years left to build with this. That is a long time for a build. But yeah, the amount of issues and you're getting 4 a month, sorry. It's going to take roughly, without quoting me, around just over 2 years. Unless they do any at the end where you might get more than 4 in a pack or something, who knows. So yeah, it's a big commitment. But I love it. I think this is going to be one of the best builds I've done. But there's the finished result of that. The catwalk on the bottom of the engine. There's the little ladders. Looking cool. So we've put 4 EM screws. I keep saying M&M, sorry. I put 4 EM screws in there. Right, let's turn the page over. let's see what it wants us to do now. Instruction 2. Position the base 30A, which is this. This is the steel part. Over the catwalk 30B. Now at the position of the plate on part 30A, which aligns with the end of the engine assembly. Fix the base to the feet of the inner columns of the engine before FM screws. Circled yellow. Right, so basically we're putting FM screws in those 4. Let me just point those out. There. That's where the FM screws are going. But first of all, what it's asking us to do, if we lie that down, make sure the blue cog's on the left, and then it wants us to turn, turn it that way round, and you've got that lip here on that part. Make sure that's on your right, as it's pointed out there with the arrows in your instruction book. And then all we've got to do is push, not hard, just gently slide it over. And then what we need to do then is get 4 FM screws. Guys, if you're doing this build with me, please comment down below, let me know, and let me know how you're getting on and what you think of the build, or if you intend on doing this build in the future, or you just liking what you're seeing. If you like watching the channel, if you like watching me build this or any of the other models I'm doing, I'd love to hear your feedback, guys. Because sometimes when you're doing these videos, you're just sitting here, while I'm sitting here in my garage. I call it my YouTube studio. It's far from a studio yet, but I'm just sitting here and you forget really, you keep thinking you're all on your own doing these builds and there's nobody out there watching. Because it's very strange, really. I still find it strange talking and doing this down my phone, and obviously there's no noise, no feedback, apart from obviously the comments I get. Apart from when I get comments, then it just wakes you up thinking, oh, there is people watching. You just think sometimes that, is there anybody out there? Well, that sounds a bit bonkers, but you do. But I just keep cracking on, doing what I'm doing, and just praying that people who are watching enjoying it. And if you do enjoy it, guys, please give me a big like. Pun, going straight into that. Nah, please give me a big like, guys, if you do, because it's going to help support the channel, and in future months, years, it's going to help me bring more content for you guys. I'm just making sure these screws are tight. Yeah, nice and tight. So there you can see the FM screws in those 4 holes there. And that is itself off for that instruction on the engine. It's pretty cool. Let's place that down now a sec. Yeah, we've looked at that bit. Now we're on instruction 3. Complete the assembly of the base by fixing the base to the catwalk with 6 AP screws. So now it's that saying get some AP screws. So basically the holes what I left, guys, just putting AP screws in to make it really secure. Not that it's going anywhere, it does feel secure already, to be fair. Right, so, which, before I go on with this, guys, it's these here. The last 6, I will show you. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we'll do is we'll start these off. Let's get the thread in, and I'll tighten them up in a minute. And remember the trick, guys, if you're screwing into metal, your best bet is to put a bit of oil on first, WD-40 or something. I haven't today, but do that and you're not going to have any problems then. Because sometimes it's a bit tough to screw into the metal, the thread won't go in, and then you could round your screw, etc. I don't want to tempt fate, so I'm not going to say anything else because I'll probably end up having an issue in a minute. So far so good, dare I say that. But yeah, drop a bit of oil on them, guys. It helps a lot. Stops you from, like I say, rounding the screws. Right, just need one more AP screw. Yeah, it does say in the instructions, I think we've got one spare. So we'll put that in storage. No doubt we'll need that later date. Got all quick because I'm concentrating. Right, so we've started those off, and then we're going to tighten them up. It's not saying do them in a certain sequence, but I usually go in a triangle sequence, and then it evens the balance out, if that makes sense. Rather than starting at one side and then go to the other. The weird thing is, you know, it's been that long since we did the other engine, I've forgotten doing this part. Putting this catwalk on, etc. Strange that. You forget. Mind you, it has been a while. It's been a few weeks, months since we did the first engine. That was down to deliveries. Another thing about that, guys, in the UK, nothing against the Royal Mail, but they're apparently going to be having more strikes soon over the next coming months. As long as I get my Titanic build, I'm happy. But if there's any issues, I'll let you know. Fingers crossed there won't be. I don't wait as long as I did for this pack. Seemed to a lifetime. Right, but that's instruction 3 done. Basically, the AP screws, 6 of them, went in there, and there. Right, so we'll put this over here, the way it's saying to place it on that instruction. What it's saying now is basically put in 4 exhaust valves, 30D, and fit them into the centre of each cylinder. Use a little glue to hold them into place if necessary. I'm going to do that because I remember last time there was a bit too loose, kept falling out. So we can put a bit of glue just to make sure these are secure. Get all these out. Yes. Using our tweezers, guys. So right, what we'll do is we'll get this glue. And I'm just looking. Yeah, all these are down as 30C. So I just can't remember if some were smaller than others. They are all the same size. So what I'm going to do is hold it there at the strongest point. Tad a bit of glue on. You only want a bit. And then bring that up so I can show you. Gently. There we go. You hear a click. That's one in. See, we didn't have these tweezers in the other engine build, and you had to push them on gently with your fingers, and it is very easy to snap the top of the valve. But now if you take your time on here, there you go, yeah, you hear that click. Just gently push, take your time, and you hear that click. Oops. So if we just hold it there, I would, just in the lip, and then just a tad of glue, like so. And then again, gently push that in, like so. It's 3 valves done. I can't believe it's just a matter of 5 or 6 weeks till Christmas. That is very, very scary indeed. Cannot believe that. Don't know where these years are going, guys. But yeah, that's as simple as that. That's the 4th valve in. And there you have 4 valves in the engine. Looks cool, that does. I love that. Right, so what does it want us to do now? We've done instruction 4. We've got to turn over to the next page. Let's just put this glue back under its lid so it don't go all hard and not usable. Okay then guys, so instruction 5, take the end plate, which is this part here, which is plastic. Take the end plate 30D and fit it to the front end of the engine at the opposite side to the flywheel. Use a little super glue to hold part into place. Right, so I needed to put this lid on, had I? Never mind. So you've got 2 little raised pieces of plastic there. Sorry, there you go. Just trying to get that in shot for you. You can see that, yeah. I want a little bit of glue. And then, as you can see on that part there, you've got 2 holes, and that raised steel bit, what's going to go in to 30D, part 30D. There you go, you hear that click. But I can see why they said use glue, because that would have fell straight back off, but give it a minute, done. And that's it guys. That's the completed work, the second engine, with a catwalk base and exhaust valves done. Looking good, really good. That is it for this week's issue of the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks, issue 30 guys. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and you're loving watching this video, all of the videos of the Titanic, please give me a big like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed guys. And if you do subscribe, press that bell notification not to miss out on any future videos of the Titanic or any other content I put up on the channel. This week was a pretty cool build guys. It was not too long. We had to put exhaust valves on, the catwalk at the bottom of the second engine, and that was about it basically. Nice little build this week, nothing too strenuous. Cross my fingers, because I know once you have a few quiet issues, you've got something big coming next, which I love. I love this build guys, I really do love it. I keep saying that, I know, but I'm enjoying every bit of it, and you just take each week as it comes. But for now guys, that is it anyway for the Titanic. Please come back next week to watch issue 31 of the Titanic. I ain't got a clue what I'm building yet, because I'll save that for you guys when I open it. That's the first time I'm seeing what I see with you guys along with me. Appreciate all the views, all the subs, all the comments, all the likes. Keep it coming guys. Make my dream come true. Getting monetized as soon as I can. When it'll be, I'm not sure. But for now, see you later. Peace.